Good morning. My name is Jason Fabian Garzon Vasquez. I'm going to present my work from ev7. Introduction. Within the American bus scenes, it has three methodologies improvements, with each champion has its own organization methodology. That is, with each champion defend the adoption of their organization method. Each one can be different and can offer you according to what you need to solve all commercial problems, but also some tend to conflict with each other or deeming certain important to conservation of after. Sixth theory in focus on the reduction of the variation. It will solve the problem and the process. Then shows several tools that will help to understand the flow on the process. Application with the lines. The application with the lines consists of define. Start by define the process, question choose a custom information. The problems which will help they identify the core characteristics of the customers. Measure. In the process, the characteristics become categorized. Systems are built by coding data. Analyze. After that coding, they are analyzed to convert in info process information as well as the identification of the fundamental and most important cause of improvise in his step. The objective is to improve the process by making solution on the problem. Evaluating in other changes are necessary and in the well beneficial. Control the latter in part of the maintenance of the methodology. Monitoring our process so that there are no unexplained changes. Focus. Focusing on the main art of variation that can also produce other objectives in investigation allow make a reassessment of the value status. Some are modified with after can be eliminated. This methodology restricts the flow of the result is based on two main assumptions. Lean thinking. Lean thinking. It is called at the lean manufacturing of production system. It is the manifest in a emphasis on flow application guidelines. Application guidelines identify the value defined in the characteristics that create the value in the product based on the specific products meet the question needs. Identify the blow of value after identify the value. The identify that add values are identified. They determine in the activity that add values of the product the service necessary on value added activity are reviewed for the process. The flow after identifying those activities of added value and the those that are not necessary of value the improvement. Its focus on making the activity flow. Allow the custom to pull after the waste is eliminated. The efforts are focused on the client extracting the product or service through the process only within the client's needs, not before or after. Finally, work thanks precision, the repeated effort, the limited activity with value, improving flow and satisfies the custom delivery needs, improving the quality the product has the process time. Focus. The flow after identify those activity of the need value and thus focus on the elimination of what's in the to what is not necessary of the realist of the product or service land make so a simple like people with appreciate the visual effect of the flow what in the resting of profitability. Small improvements in quick success are more beneficial when people are involved in the value team flow with involved by checks. Theory of constraints. Theory. Identify the values, determine the characteristics that create the values in the products based on how the specific products meet on the customer's needs. Application guidelines. Identify the resistance into a variety of methods. The operation basic a classic identical exploit after identified of the resistance the process improved as supported in order to achieve on the maximum with more core or checks. Subordinate in this, they adjust the speed of some process satisfy individual producing for the benefit of the entire system. Rise. In the system is not satisfactory, the company can improvise the resting checks. This will raise an action that is necessary to eliminate it. Repeat after in the this reaction and the process system in the time of repetition of the cycle again evaluating the entire system looking for the new restriction. Focus. It focuses on the limitation with the methodologies produce improves positive effects on the flow time of the approach of projects, increasing the performance and improving the process time. The performance on the touch wall change evolved by the force of the wicket like. Similarities and difference between the improvement programs. Taking the products of service chains and phase evolute and increasing the process of system. The design of the product of service incorrect. The design on the products of service and experience types. The design met on the custom nets. The products met of the functional requiring on the market and the custom. The management structured support of natural changes. Task of the can its you perspective in doing so. The difference in strength edge meeting focus obstacles of the improving methodologies. Some obstacles to improvement might be they do not address the general management theory used by organizations. They do not address the values of of the organization. The technique to see the theory in the management of the organization. Casting such is the purpose of the difference only to increment the wealth of the shareholders, or use of the exist of the organization beneath socially the nation or some of group do not get caught in the rap the thinking about the sole purpose of the organization is add money is the soul of the process and management. Conclusion. The improvement methods are action and improvement can satisfy the needs of the company depending on the height of cause, the effect relation, the identifying the type relationships, for example, for Six Sigma. In the focus or reduction variables, is the well with a more uniform process of work to react it focus on waste. The opposite time will the before. For talk, I will focus on limit, limitation. The volume is performance will improve. Thank you.